Hello everyone and welcome back. So based on where we left off the previous time, I had a look around and there were definitely things that I'd actually missed entirely, and then I had a bit of a think about some of the puzzles and came up with hopefully some possible answers for them. One of the bits was this area here where, if I recall correctly, there was a note in one of the books upstairs that basically said these particular stone patterns are actually supposed to flow together. So it looks like if we take this as a starting point and we follow it round, then I think the end position is actually supposed to be here, and we're going to try and use all the stones in some kind of sequence basically, so they all actually point to each other, if that makes sense. So what we're going to do is start from here, and then this one therefore rotates like so, and now it's pointing in this direction, which means it's going to hit this one next, and this is going to go this way I think, which points to this one, and so on and so forth. So this one needs to be like that. Is that back on itself? Yep, okay. Now then, let me just double check. So we came up here across. So we've basically followed this all the way around. So this one can point downwards then. And we'll have this going in the right hand direction. So far so good. This one, yeah, there don't seem to be any complication. It looks like every single stone has only one other stone it points towards, so that's all pretty good so far. Which just means this one needs to be to the left. And presumably we're almost there. And then down, I think. No? Oh, did I miss one? I thought that was all. Okay, so that's going here, that way. Yep. Across. That goes down. There's not another one. No, there's not another one further along that direction. So down, to the right, and up. Left. Yeah, that looks like it all should flow together. That's going this way. I mean, just based on the surface, that should be correct. Unless there's... No, it does look like we've missed one of them, certainly, but I can't quite figure out which one. Okay, well, maybe I'll come back to that, but if it says I suspect and it's just unlocking this this picture, then we won't worry about it too much. Now, down here, there was a brick in the ceiling that I did seem to have missed, yep, based on the fact that I can click on it. Ah, that's just a picture, so that's also not quite helpful. Now, where else was there? There was upstairs in the central stairwell. Oh, that's the wrong direction. There was upstairs in the central stairwell, not this area, but through here. Apparently there's a brick in the wall of the tower. Yep, here, which I'd also missed. Okay, so again another photo, again not quite the bricks where I was hoping for. Well, we're still not quite out of options. There was back this direction. Yep. Back downstairs in the main room here. There was a panel on the wall, which I just need to figure out what the pattern is supposed to be. Oh. So a lot of pictures, but not much in the way of actual substantial progress. Okay. So we found the loose bricks. We tried that triangle puzzle, which didn't seem to help. There was... I think that was about it, actually. I think that's all the bits and pieces I'd noticed I'd obviously missed, which isn't quite as helpful as I was hoping for. I know I was definitely going to go back upstairs to the Constellation Tower and try the other patterns on the Constellation and see if that helps. So based on the patterns we've got here, we already tried the dragon, which didn't seem to work, and Orion didn't seem to be in the program. But there was two others, the charioteer and the lion, which we could also see if we can piece them together. So based on... I don't recall seeing the charioteer in this particular pattern. No, I don't think so. But there may well have been Leo the Lion in there somewhere, so we'll try and find that one. I mean, the only alternative then is to basically click through every single constellation, match up the moving tiles and see if one just happens to fall into place. No, it doesn't look like Leo the Lion's in here either. Okay. Well, we'll come back and do that in just a second. One other thing... Ah, what's this? Oh, just another picture. See, I'm wondering if some of these pictures don't seem, or couldn't possibly give hints based on what they're photographing, but we can't seem to see them after we've picked them up otherwise. So that's a bit disappointing. But anyway, one thing I was going to check with the statues downstairs was to... I don't have any other information about them, but I was going to basically just check on the dates whether to see the dials at the bottom aren't supposed to be in just a ascending order, basically. I know I said there was 6 positions on the dials and only 4 statues, but still, we'll give it a try and see. So that one was the 1100s, that's 19. This one is 1200, and then the last one is 18. So if we just try we'll say this is number 1. This statue, oh, I didn't click on the dial, is number 2. The one at the far end would be number 3. And then this one is number 4. That's probably not right, but we'll give it a quick try. And then if we click this dial, nope, it was a long shot. So that means we still need to find out what's going on with these statues then. Okay, well we'll go back up to the tower, and I guess what we'll do is we'll just basically start with the pattern and just put them all in. So that's not quite right, but that is. So that's the right situation for the panels. Now, am I supposed to go back downstairs and check the computer on every single time? Don't think so. What we'll do is we'll just click through, and hopefully when we find the right one, something will lock into place. That seems like it. Come on. Could take even longer if the controls aren't going to be very helpful. This one is up, as is this one. There we go. That's right, and that's not right. Nope, that's correct. So not there. Yes. Oh, no, we missed her. Should be this one. This is now in place, and then this one is there. Well, nothing happened with that. Again, this is just basically a shot in the dark, and I'm not entirely sure what pattern I'm hoping for. I'm just basically hoping that something. These lights underneath don't seem to be changing in any way whatsoever. Did we already do this one? So we've gone through the whole rotation? I probably should have made a note of which one I started from. That would have been the smart thing to do. I'm sure we've done this one already. No, maybe we didn't. We did miss out one. Well, still no response. We've already done that one, because that was the dragon, I know that. Hmm. I think this would possibly go slightly easier if the controls weren't fighting me quite so much. Pretty sure we ran in that one, I think. I don't know. I think we're just basically going around in circles. This isn't having any effect whatsoever. Okay, well, apologies for the waste of time there. No, there still aren't. There's nothing to do with these, is there? Unless we can retract those metallic pins. Let's go back round to some of the computer rooms and we'll see if there's anywhere we can use this scrap of paper. This is not working. It's not even switched on yet, I don't believe. I think that has to be from the computer. Oh, a couple of coins we missed. Now, why would it show me this if there wasn't something I could do with it? Unless that was just for the coins. I can clearly see it from here, I don't see why I have to be closer to it. Can't rotate this round to see if there's anything on the back of it. No, still not very helpful. So I still think we need to find the right pattern somehow. There's definitely nowhere to use the printout in here. I can't feed it into anywhere basically and have it unlock something. This is just basically inert at this point. Nope. That's locked and there's nothing else in that particular area I can use. So it's just basically back round to the basement area that I think is the only possible location where we've got stuff to have a look at. Okay, well we'll go back downstairs quickly then. We'll have another look round there, and then there were a few other puzzles, but they were basically back in the previous area, which I think means they're sort of inconsequential to this newer area, and it's just something nice to have a look at, but we can get them out of the way just for the sake of it. Yeah, these don't change. Oops, that's not what I wanted to click on. And this is displaying, well, some of the symbols. That doesn't mean anything to me just yet, though. Now, whether or not it should do, I'm not quite sure. We don't have the boot disc, but where would it be even if we did have it? Possibly locked in a box somewhere that we just haven't managed to find. Yeah, this is definitely not. Well, I'm pretty much, unfortunately, out of options at this point. I think I've gone through. Unless it's basically sort of scouring all the bricks again with a fine-tooth comb and hopefully picking up on, as I did previously, picking up on what I've missed. There's nothing that immediately springs to mind. Well, we'll go back anyway. And like I said, I'll tick off hopefully the chandelier puzzle. I'll give that a try, and hopefully that's the answer I was missing for with that one. So we've got the chandelier. There are 7 lights around the chandelier, and so you've got the top and to the left are lit, and then to the right and the bottom left. So I'll give that a try. Yeah, that's not too bad. So that wasn't. Well, I figured that was going to be the answer, or that was going to be the reward for it. Sorry, I should say. Not quite. Oh, it took my my previous object away. So yes, these areas are definitely entirely self-contained, and nothing carries over to a new area. So this was for use where then? I've actually gone and forgotten where we found the panel for it in the first place. Was it? I don't think it's further downstairs, but we can have a quick check. It wasn't here, and that was back through to a whole new area, I believe, so that's no good to us. So yes, it looks like the only bits and pieces we have in this section of the house then are just bonus areas. Everything sort of main plot specific we've already found and dealt with as we've managed to progress to the next area of the house. So we can certainly collect interesting bits here, but it's just entirely for the sake of it. There's nothing that's going to help us move on to another area. Now, where did it go again? Was it? It was upstairs, wasn't it? That's right. It was in the attic area. I think it was this one. Yep, there we go. So we found that one there. Good. Well, that's nice. Looks like that should light up and illuminate that, which presumably is possibly another picture collectible. Huh. I'm missing things all over the place. Now, where was that? There was a small keyhole, wasn't there, that I did miss? Or I found it, but I didn't find the key for it. Let's see if we can track that down while we're at it. I don't think it was a... saying that, it could well have been a box. I don't think it was here, though. So let's go check upstairs. Was it? No, we did that one. That was just a number code. Ah, there we go. So it wasn't a box, it was just a little hole in the wall, or a little panel in the wall. Which, again, while being nice, is of no real help. But I would like to go back upstairs to the attic space and see if I can figure out why that light isn't switching on. So we've got what looks like a light here. Is there a... can't use that pull switch again, can we? No. I'm not going to use the radio because all it's going to do is hiss static at us. No? Okay. So I could go back downstairs and try that wall puzzle with the stone bricks again, but seeing as how that most definitely, by the looks of it, isn't going to further anything in this new area, I think we'll leave it alone for the time being. It does mean, though, that I am now a loss for this particular bit. I've been pretty much all over the place, and I'm sure I've now picked up on when I had my further look around. I'm sure I've picked up on all the obvious places I would have seen stuff. So at this point then, I don't exactly know what I'm missing. Well, what I might very well do then is unfortunately have to take another bit of a break, because I think this is basically just going to now involve me trying to brute force some bits and pieces. So there was the constellation up in the top of the tower. What I could very well do is do them all a second time and come down to the computer and try and log in after each and every one. That may be an option. There's also, where was that again? Downstairs in the sewer level, where you've got those three levers, and maybe brute forcing them is possibly an option as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Reset. 1, 3, 2. No. We'll start with number 2 at first then. And then finally we'll try with number 3 first. No. So the obvious brute force option wasn't working. So again, it may be worth possibly trying some more elaborate combinations. And also there were the There are statues lining the corridor, and again, it might be worth just sort of mulling over the numbers on the statues, the dates, and trying every reasonable combination of these dial positions, although that is interesting. That's going to be very tricky, I suspect. But unless I mean, it's worth going through again as well and seeing if there's a scrap of paper or something I've missed a third time, which is quite possible. Not ruling it out. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be any obvious way forward. So yeah, apologies, but I'll put another break in here, and I'll just basically have to try and grind my way forward through the level at this point, because there doesn't seem to be a sort of obvious clicking moment that I'm just missing. So I'll catch you next time.